Alright, we got the 200 watt HUNDA charger. Tech Inside GFS 200 watt total. Whoa, that light is like unbearable. 60 watt power delivery, USB C3, C4, 100 watt through C1, C2. So it's got your ports. Even though there's 6 ports, they're only kind of really naming 4, but you know what they mean. Basically, any of those that are labeled C1, C2. We'll open it and you'll see that. But anyway, the box. It's a decent box. Nothing spectacular to talk about. Better than most. Like most regular little chargers you get don't come with a fancy slide out jobby like this. Even the bottom inside of it. Oh, a little piece that you put on the shelf. Alright, you got a manual. A fairly big one for something like this. You don't get your device. Look at this. This is one of the coolest ones I've ever seen. Look at that. Got a little light on it. Flip out, which I love. And your lovely, lovely ports. So, you got USB A 1 and 2. Yep. Then you got this one at the bottom, says 100 watt max, 100 watt max, 60, 60. So those are your ports. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see your recipe. What does it say here? 5 volt, 9 volt, 12 volt. Then it says 15 volts, which is odd. Doesn't go to oh, there it is. 20 volts, 5 amps. Man, that's 20 volt, 5 amps. This is gonna be fun. So C3 and 4, they only do 9. They do 20 volts too at 3 amps. So this is the C's. The C1, C2. These will do 5 amps. Wow, can't even imagine that. Never got one that could rock and roll like this. Let's see what this is about. I guess maybe different applications. Oh, maybe the foreign plug. I'm in America, so I don't need a foreign plug anyway. But this has a slider. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Yes, sir, this is cool. If I can get it in. Yes, this. And this also has a flip out. So what's this? What this means is, I love to just plug this into an outlet and just have it as a, it's gonna sit here more than likely. It may come to the flying field with me, but I think it's gonna be my workhorse to eliminate a lot of these smaller blocks. Oh shoot, it goes only up. Well, that works better actually, probably. It's got a little light on the side. See it? Boom, boom, boom. Get some of my stuff out of the way for this video, because I didn't anticipate having to move that to the side, because I thought it was going to go sideways configuration, but it doesn't. So anyway, that's going to work even better, you know, sitting up there like that. So anywho, this would allow you, if you wanted to put this in another location, and this is actually pretty streamlined, so you could, like, if I wanted to put it against that wall right there and turn it sideways, I could do so and just plug into one of these outlets, or maybe the outlet that I have on the wall, just to get it where my workstation is a lot cleaner and more space. So I may do something like that, since it does come with this nifty difty handy dandy jobby. Yeah, and I don't see the foreign plugs in here, so that's what these, I know this shape, this is for the foreign plugs. So anywho, let me go ahead and put the beautiful, beautiful box back together. Get this out the way. I don't need this any further. Alright, let's see if I can get some testing done. And pause for a second to get it facilitated. Okay, so my testing equipment, it's weird, because if you put it in a USB-A port, it'll power up instantly when you plug it in. But it's in a C and it doesn't. It doesn't until it sees a load. Then it says, all right, this is what you're getting. I have a load, and I was gonna put this on there, but I think, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. Let's pop the load on, just as a formality, to see how much we get with the load on. it was just way too much hassle trying to use the load with all the adapters and such. Anyway, I got it plugged into something that I know is high juice. It's an RC charger. It definitely demands. So right off the back, we're getting 20 volts, which that's the max demand of any of these things, and this thing definitely does it. I got two more small ones that I'll pop on to see how much we can really pull from this sucker with all our mini ports. I got two of these 100 amps, so we're gonna put that in, and then boom, probably throw a third one on to the thirds to see what we can really do, compiling them all together. All right, I'm gonna grab a battery that I know to be in need of juice. All right, so I got the RC charger plugged in. I got it where you can see it. And one little cute feature of the charger itself is when you plug it in, it comes on, and then these lines that show up now, they only show for a second, but they show you that you can only charge so many amps. So you know it shows 100 amps, which this charger can only do 60. But anyway, we're not getting into all that. That just means you can get the maximum juice out of this sucker. So I'm gonna plug a battery in. It's gonna do like its own initiation. It went up to 1 amp. Maybe that's what the battery is configured at. Yes, it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop that. I'm gonna put this all the way to 6 amps. Boom. Right here, if you look, we're popping up. I doubt we get 6 amps, but we're gonna get something more than wow, 2.4, 2.5, 2.7. We might get, I've had one device give me 3.5 amps. So this looks like it planed out at 275. So that's doable. So let's get another one hooked up. So I got it plugged in. I got a battery going. That same battery. I'm going to get a second battery right now, which you think I would already have. But I recently just decided to do something different with the battery, so excuse me for my tardiness. Alrighty. I have two other cables connected right now. So this is a very high cable that I've trusted quite a bit for testing it, and I have tested this cable. I'm gonna get it plugged in. Now pay attention, we're at 280 on the amps there. This is that second 100 amp port. I'm gonna plug a very heavy hitter battery into it. And it's gonna be at 6 amps also. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start it. It's got an issue. Oh, this is the wrong kind of battery. I'm sorry. I'm gonna grab this battery, which can work with this charger. So we're staying pretty steady right there. Okay, it charged it fully, which is crazy because I'm just going to stop that right now. Plug this in. It's at 6 amps. Boom, get it charging. Get this charging. And take this wire, try to hurry up. I don't have a regular battery handy. Where is it? There it is. Alright, get this set up. Still holding. Still holding. And now that one's running. And we have no drop. That's cool. So you can see by this one doing this little thingy, that means the battery has 2 bars full already, and it's doing this in storage mode, so it should be. But all three of these are rocking and rolling at the same time on this device at 6 amps each. So this one is automatically adjustable. I'm sorry, may not be 6 amps, but anyway, whatever the max the battery can handle, this one's doing. The other two are putting out 6 amps. I don't want to really charge these batteries. I'm gonna go ahead and stop them. But for the instructional purposes, the amp that I had the tester on, the battery charger that I had the tester on, was definitely not lagging at all. It was 2.85, so that's pretty decent output. You can't complain. I'm not gonna test the USB-A ports because like you didn't buy for that, right? Those are just lanyard. You charge your phone or something on that. Not worried. The device is quality. I'm really liking it compared to many that I have used and tested. It's a powerhouse. And I do have another big one that I just recently tested, and it did great. A bunch of ports. Let's see. It's just got one extra port over this one. Oh, I'm not even in frame. I'm sorry. It's so hard to film by yourself. I'm always losing track of where I am. You got 3 A's, so that's kind of cool if you just want the maximum. And then you got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C's. And these C's are 35, 65, 35, 35. None of them are 100 watt. See, so right off the back, this got a 100 watt output, which I feel like it'll do it for real. And to be honest with you, I got good amp testing out of that one, really good amp testing. But this one has this flip out plug and it doesn't have that cord. So when you sit this on your workbench, you got this stupid cord. So now the item's sitting back off the thing, whereas this is gonna plug directly in here, and now it's smooth, cool finish. Looks like I know what I'm doing. And this device, this power strip I have it plugged into, cuts it off so that little green light won't bother me by being on all the time, which the device itself has green lights. But anyway, anywho, not to elaborate on things that are super not important. What is important is that the amps this puts out is worth it. So I do recommend. Thank you.